Hey guys, welcome to our podcast. Paul and I are sitting here. We're waiting for our geriatric crew, Lewis and Frankie, to get on. They have a little difficulties signing on. I guess when you hit that 60 years of age mark, you cannot work your smartphone. Your smartphone does not make you smarter. So we've been on a little bit of a break with the podcast. The last one we had was back in November. It was opening day deer season. Since then, we had a lot going on. We had some close friends, some relatives, and people who suffered from COVID and stuff like that who got sick. Thank God everybody's well and everybody's here today. That's the most thing that we're blessed for. So we do apologize for the long break that we had, but we are back, and we're on Facebook. We're on Facebook Live, American Deer Camp. We're on our Field to the Fork page. We are on, what are we on? YouTube. Like us, subscribe to us on YouTube, on our Field to the Fork page on YouTube. We'll be streaming live on one of our other apps that we got going on, Gather People. That's where we book all our hunts on Gather People. We're going to be going live with that probably in about 2 months. If anybody wants to go on there, as soon as we want to, probably in the here podcast, we'll put that up. And we'll show you guys what it's all about, and you can speak freely on there and talk all about your hunts and stuff like that, and not have to worry about anybody coming after you and talking about bad things and stuff. That we're not good people, hunters and conservationists and stuff like that. But let's get this out while we're here. I want to thank a bunch of our sponsors. Mike, if you can roll some of our sponsors and some of the people we love to do business with. Empire State Snows. We got Paul and John, good guys. I was up with them a couple of weeks ago in Finger Lakes, New York. Had a great time. 2 young guys. They're started a nice business. Definitely give them a shout. They'll be booking hunts real soon. Hopefully, I'll be up there with them cooking. Matthew's Custom Calls, probably one of the only calls that we use. He makes calls from turkey, deer calls, duck calls, predator calls, just about everything. Everything's made local on Long Island, American made, beautiful product. Turkey season's around the corner. Get your turkey call. Look him up. He's online. He's on Facebook. Foul Cup Coffee, another business born from Field to the Fork. My son started this company a couple of years ago. It just came to light a couple months back. We got some products coming out. We got the Uncle Lewis Red Eye Coffee, amongst some other coffees that we got coming up. So look us up. Our website will be up and live soon. Black Hound Optics, one of our first sponsors. We're very grateful to them. Thank you guys for having some faith in us. We just this week like to announce we became an online retailer for Black Hound Optics. So very nice scope. I got them on a couple of my rifles. Very happy with them. Check the link out. You can click on there. We got some good discounts and stuff like that. So we're very happy to be partnered up with Black Hound Optics. So as I'm waiting for our geriatric crew, I wanted to recap our deer season. So we'll put that on to the side and we'll wait for them to come. But Paul and I will talk about, we ran a youth event a couple of weeks back. We did a tower shoot, pheasant tower shoot for a bunch of kids. Very nice, very good controlled environment. You can take a kid out that really hasn't, been out hunting, and you could put him in a stand with an experienced shooter. And we had a good time doing that this year. We were happy. We did it upstate at Catskill Pheasantry. They treated us very well. Threw some extra birds in. Kids had a great time. We showed them how to break the birds down, clean them up, and gave them a couple of recipes. So one of the recipes we got, Michael played a video. Mike is our producer. Mike, come on, say hello to everybody. Show your pretty mug.
Hey.
There goes Mike.
How are you? I'm not camera shy, so you don't have to ask twice.
Mike was kind enough to split our video up. It was a little botched up. Well, as we get better, more sophisticated with the camera and do some better producing stuff like that. But Mike was kind enough to make our video
one piece.
I guess one piece. Exactly. One piece. One piece is good, right?
That one piece is good. Just let me know when you want me to roll things, Andrew, and I'll.
Yeah, fair enough. Like I said, I don't know where our geriatric crew is, but we're waiting for them to come on. Okay. So I'm trying to think. You know what? Let's roll the video. Roll the video, Mike.
Sure.
So this is was pheasant meatballs we made with some pasta, and I think I put some arugula and some broccoli in there and stuff like that. But roll the video, Mike. We'll let that play. Well, hey guys, welcome to the kitchen. Andrew and Nick. feel to the fork. So tonight we're making a little spin-off dish. Usually pasta broccoli rabe we're going to do with sausage. So what we did was we went pheasant and quail hunting, and what we made was we made some almost like a sausage meat, like a hybrid meatball sausage. We'll definitely get you guys the recipe. So we ground everything up. I added a little chicken thighs just to give a little fat to it, and we made these little meatballs. And like I said, we kind of made a little hybrid of what our meatball recipe is and our sausage recipe. So it's kind of got the fennel from the sausage, it's got that spiciness from the sausage, but we also added some breadcrumb cheese and some egg in there to retain some of the moisture of the fat and everything, and we're frying them. They'll come out, I'll drain them, I'll put them in this dish, and then we're going to clean this pan out, and we're going to saute some broccoli with garlic and oil, and then I'm going to chop up some arugula at the very end just to give it a little different note, a little different, just a little different flavor. It's something new we're trying, and then we'll finish it up with a little starchy pasta water, and we'll keep you posted. Stay tuned. So our pasta is done. Our broccoli is sauteed. We're going to take a ladle of water from our pasta. We're going to add it to this. I like that starchy water, gives a little flavor, about a ladle and a half. Get that all going. We have our meatballs in the oven. Let me take the meatballs out. We'll drain our pasta. So we fried these meatballs so they were nice and brown, and then I threw them in the oven for about 10 minutes just to cook them through. So now I'm going to put this all together. So normally I like to do, so in here we got a couple cloves of garlic, probably about 7 or 8. We chopped them up, a little olive oil. I put some, you saw we put the water from the cooked pasta in there. I got a bunch of broccoli, and I got a small head of arugula. We sauteed that in there. So I'm going to put this down in a dish. I'm going to get a little garlic and everything in there. That spiciness from the sausage, but we also added some breadcrumb cheese and some egg in there to retain some of the moisture of the fat and everything, and we're frying them. They'll come out, I'll drain them, I'll put them in this dish, and then we're going to clean this pan out, and we're going to saute some broccoli with garlic and oil, and then I'm going to chop up some arugula at the very end just to give it a little different note, a little different, just a little different flavor. It's something new we're trying, and then we'll finish it up with a little starchy pasta water. Oh,
Did that repeat itself?
Yeah, it repeated itself.
It did. Okay.
So you got to go on to the link that Mike sent out, Lou, to get on. He sent you an email, yeah. You can't make that up. While video was rolling, Frankie called me, and Frankie asked if I was in bed. And I said, no, I'm on the podcast, Frank. Where are you? He goes, oh, I'm still out shooting. So Frankie shoots in the trap shooting league on Thursday nights. So that when he told me at 4:00 when he was shooting, he would be home for 7. So I guess Frankie is having a senior moment and can't remember past 6 o'clock.
We couldn't FaceTime him in. Watch him shoot.
So Lewis, the Cake Lord, like we refer to him, he is. You just heard me speak to him. He wanted to know how to get on and where's the link. When he responded to the text message that you sent out, that I sent out, Mike, a couple weeks ago, after last week, that he got the link. That's why I told you there are geriatric crew.
So now is he going to be able to click it and join?
He's going to go back on. If not, I'm watching my phone. So if not, he'll click on. So this is what makes this crew lovable. We're a little dysfunctional, but at the end of the day, we all love each other. We had some talk, coming off the hunting season November about, Thanksgiving recipes and stuff like that. And it doesn't only apply to Thanksgiving, but I guess it applies to any holiday. when you got a recipe, a family recipe, we're very big on our family and recipes and amping up our recipes and stuff. But, the reason why we love our family recipes is because it keeps the loved ones that aren't with us, around us, and you keep their name and you keep their them alive. All right, Lewis just sent me a text. He'll be on, but you keep them alive in that recipe, and at least that's how I feel about it. That's why I'm very big on with the cooking family recipes, and I like to teach all my nephews and my sons and my niece and stuff like that. I like to teach everybody the heritage of what we got, and the family recipes. It keeps everybody together. You just can argue at the end of the day, but everybody sits down, everybody's quiet, and everybody's very respectful to each other at the dinner table, and I think that's very important.
Yeah.
There
you go. Lewis is joining us now.
Hey,
bring Lewis in. There he is.
There you go. The cake lord. Jesus.
There he is in the dark.
Hold on. Put the light on this room.
You're going to run around like the Blair Witch Project.
Hold on. Here we go.
Oh, there you go.
That's
like
better?
I like it better in the dark.
Yeah. Turn the light off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So,
where's Franco?
Frankie's having a senior moment. So when he called me at 4:00, he said, I'll be on a podcast. He just calls me. He asks me if I'm in bed. And I go, no, Frank, I'm on a podcast. He's like, I forgot about the podcast. So what happened from 4:00 to now that you forgot about
What's
the podcast?
With the earmuffs on? Why you got earmuffs on?
Because I got my microphone and I got my.
We're professionals now, Lou.
We're professionals, Lou. We gotta get you all set up.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
you missed the memo.
You missed the
low
memo.
tech.
You're low tech.
Low speed, high drag. However they say it.
Why would you be in bed at 7:45?
I don't know. I don't know.
I gotta go at 2:00 in the morning, and I ain't in bed at 8:00.
Listen, when you're retired in the great North Woods of Pennsylvania, I guess you go to bed at 7:45. I don't know.
Some people make bad decisions. Not for me to say.
Kids, don't follow this.
Right, yeah. Don't try this at home, boys and girls.
Yeah. Lou, so to bring you up to speed, we spoke about the tower shoot. If you want to comment on that, we told everybody.
The tower shoot was wonderful. I was missing the easy birds and hitting all the ones we had to do the spin around jobs. So that was a lot of fun. The food was great.
So
and,
Lewis is the kind of guy that'll knock a kid over to shoot a bird. We were telling everybody how it was a youth hunt and how we liked that it was a controlled hunt and teach youth in there. And Lewis is just how he spins around like a ballerina to shoot the birds.
Exactly.
I take it you had no small kids and you're blind.
No, it was only me.
Oh, okay.
They know better.
We rolled our video about the meatballs I made. I made a pheasant meatball. It was like a pheasant. It was actually it was Mommy's meatball recipe, and it was Santos sauce's recipe. So we kind of made a hybrid, and then we made it with a little.
The only small kid allowed in my blind would be Santo.
Yeah, and Santo was a 60-year-old man, and he's 64. Santo, he's like 6'3". He's not so small.
Santo's the epitome of a Far Side guy.
No, stop. That's not nice. We love Santo.
Stop
saying that. Stop saying that. And half the audience probably don't even know what Far Side is. They're so young. So what we were touching on when you got on, we were talking about family recipes. And I said that we originally had the script written from Thanksgiving coming off the November podcast, but it goes to any holiday when we talk about family recipes and stuff like that. And, Paul and I were saying, and, Mike, I don't know if Mike chimed in. I think Mike said that Lou's on. That was what Mike chimed in about. But we said that, keeping our family that's no longer with us alive and keeping their memory alive and their spirit alive is through the recipe that they left us and stuff like that, and family recipes and stuff like that.
No, I agree. I like to call that traditions. I like to call those family traditions that we all, enjoy. So.
Yeah, Carmelo agrees with you too, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I heard that Santo makes a meal elk goulash.
Yes, he does.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and actually, that's my wife's grandmother's recipe that he makes.
Sweet potato with the crunchies thing I've ever had. We had it at Friendsgiving. You guys were all at Friendsgiving.
Yeah. That
sweet potato thing is insanely good. That Santo makes.
Yeah, that was really good that he made. I mean,
other things. Santo's a very good cook. He's definitely renowned in his field of game and stuff. He's very good, Santo.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He was with us with a bunch of game dinners that we had. I mean, the pandemic put a lot of stuff to the halt and stuff like that. So hopefully in the near future, as governments and states start opening up, we can get back to the game dinners and stuff like that. And right now, it's just been a lot of a lot of tests in the test kitchen, some new recipes and stuff like
But
that.
I got to tell you, everybody should be well versed in testing because you had a lot of experience, a lot of practice because we were home for a little over a year, cooking our own stuff and making recipes, and we should be ready to rock and roll when we come out of the box.
Yeah, I got to say, from hunting and from raising, some animals and the grass-fed beef and stuff that we raised. I mean, I had a stocked freezer, outside of some fresh produce stuff like that. But for primary, food source, I had I had a couple deer in the freezer. I had a cow in the freezer. I had a pig in the freezer.
Pigs, yeah, we did good with the pigs this year. We got a lot of ducks, pheasants. Ducks. We did very well. This was a good game, good hunting year.
No, when I'm talking last year when the pandemic started, going into that, we all had stock freezers and stuff like that. Then if you needed the toilet paper on the back end, I'd meet Lou at the back of a Stop and Shop.
Absolutely.
For the toilet paper.
Yeah, I'd roll by a 30, throw them at me like I was going into the end zone for the Super Bowl.
That was a great commodity when it first started. You couldn't get any kind of paper products for like.
Absolutely. Lou, I ran through the whole thing. If you want to make any comments, I mentioned all of our sponsors and all the people we do business with. Cousin Matt, Matthew's Custom Calls, Empire Snows, Foul Cup. I told him about the Uncle Lewis Red Eye morning cup of coffee. That's one of our. We don't know if it's going to be a deer stand or a duck blind coffee, but it's going to be something. It's going to be Uncle Lewis's rocket fuel.
I got to tell you, I am big. Well, Paul knows because the hours we keep, coffee is like second nature to us. So we drink coffee all day long, and in the morning I go with my big Monster Yeti cup, and that's the end of that. So
yep.
We got a good coffee
distributor. Keep us awake. We drink it in bed.
I tell you what, I've never been a crew guys. Even Don Fooch. I don't know if Don Fooch is listening, but I've never been a crew guys at 10 o'clock at night when you guys tell me put a pot of coffee on, and I'm smelling the coffee, and I can't go to sleep. And you guys drink a whole pot of coffee and then some.
Right to sleep, no problem.
And three quarters of a gallon of black Zambuca, and you all pass out.
Right to bed, no problem.
Nope.
So. God bless you guys. Me, you guys having the coffee, I have the cannolis. But like I said, we spoke about and then Lewis's son, my nephew, coming soon. He started a small company, stage trading company. He's going to be doing some like wooden boxes and stuff like that, and a lot of arts and crafts stuff. He'll be up on Etsy and stuff like that, but we'll post his website. Leather gun cases, leather wallets, holsters, knife cases.
Handcrafted stuff.
All handcrafted stuff and stuff like that. So that was one of them I wanted to. I thought I had his logo to send to Mike, but I must be in my other phone. But we'll throw Vincent a shout out there. But I told everybody about the Black Hound Optics Field to the Fork. We're an online retailer. We got the website out there. We're waiting patiently for you to come, but so you had a little, you didn't have a moment like Frankie, but you had a small moment.
No, I went out to dinner with my wife and one of her girlfriends, and and I go, hey, I got to be at the podcast in 5 minutes. So we ran out to the place and came home, and I'm like, you're texting me, and I'm like, I'll be there in 5 seconds. I'm trying to text and drive. And, it's a bad combination. So, and I wasn't driving anyway. Gina was driving, but. Trying to get everything done. And then when I got home, I go, how do I get on this thing? She's like, it's on email. So I was like, all right, hold on. And I know Kevin and all the guys from her job are talking about watching it tonight. So
so we ran our video. I wanted to do a recap of deer season because, like I said, we missed out so much. We had, like I explained to everybody, thank God we're blessed, everybody's healthy. We did have a bad bout with a lot of family members, a lot of close friends with COVID. Yep. It's just been it was a tough. End of November to like the beginning of February with everything. But thank God we're all here. Thank God everybody's feeling well.
Of it, to me, was worse than the first half because a couple of customers that were dear friends, one lost a son, which was very, very sad. They were very nice people. And a very good friend now is a customer. He owns a bunch of stores in Brooklyn and Queens. Is in the hospital with it right now, and very sad. I wish him well and Godspeed to get better. He's on the turnaround. He is doing better, but
Good.
It's very sad to see people, in the hospital. People you care about and you're friends with for 20 plus years.
Yeah, well, new friends and old friends, you're still your friends. So like I said, we wish everybody well, and thank God, the people close around us, everybody's doing well. But I wanted to recap. So let's recap deer season. We'll get into a couple of the bird hunts and stuff that we did.
Can I start?
Of course you could start. Go ahead.
So opening day, I go to my venerable, don't tell nobody where it is, deer stand, and I see
My
a
old
bunch
spot.
of does, and I did see a real good buck, but I couldn't get a shot at him, and I didn't have dopamine. So I had said to Mr. Vitrone there, would you like to use my spot? And he said, sure. I said, let me tell you right now, you can set your watch. They're going to come from that side to this side. And when I went to the other stand, it fell down, unfortunately, that Michael uses. I'm sitting down, all of a sudden, boom. I said, oh, I know that's him. I called him up and said, yep, I got him. So I got on my ATV, jumped back. We put it on the front of my quad. We gutted it, right, Paul?
Yep.
Hung it, rolled it all back. He was all excited, took a whole bunch of pictures.
I think we were back in the house by 9.
The pictures, and I have pictures on my phone, but I don't know how you would put them onto this thing. But
Well, we'd have to text them to Mike, but certain pictures I just want to leave out. I'm trying to be mindful of a lot of the
people that don't like
stuff
hunting.
like that. Well, not people. If they don't like hunting, they shouldn't be on the podcast.
Exactly.
We're going to talk about hunting, but I want to be mindful and you can see all the stuff behind me, my deer heads and stuff like that. But we'll leave the bloody animals. We'll leave the pictures out of it and stuff like that. We'll post the good food and stuff that we make.
On a good note, Paul was excited. It was his first year, and
That's right. I'm the rookie.
Great shot.
Congratulations,
Paul.
Paul.
Did not suffer, and we took care of it with all the respect and honor that we give all the animals that we harvest.
Absolutely.
And he got a lot of meat for the rest of the year, which is fantastic.
Yep, it was a nice morning. In and out.
You guys
hour.
after that had shot a bunch of deer. Andrew had shot a deer. Nicholas had shot a deer out of my stand. Andrew had shot one on the road with Gerard. So you guys had a pretty good season.
Not on the road, on the path walking
trail,
up to them.
You know what I mean?
On the trail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make it sound like it was on the road.
It's a road.
Not on the road.
It's a road.
No road.
It's a road.
Yeah. Well,
I think it was one of the more productive years.
Yeah.
You've had
Definitely was a
Well,
productive
we're
year.
learning, you know what it is? If people stay in their spots and you're patient, you will definitely get to you.
Absolutely. And try not to shoot the mannequin deer in front of your stand.
Well, we didn't shoot him. Frankie wanted to shoot him. I wouldn't let him.
He was fun dragging out.
It was a good year. And then continuation, me and Andrew hunted the Jersey spots, and we saw a shitload of deer. If you can say shitload, I'll say that again. But then I shot a 6-pointer on the second or third day, which was nice.
Second day, you killed me.
Second day,
you killed me.
Yeah.
2 miles.
That was pretty good.
Pretty good food for me, for the mule that had to drag his deer out 2 miles.
Listen to me. Somebody's got to do it. Seniority. I was older than you almost by 10 years.
Yeah, you couldn't drag it 15 feet to get on the back of the truck.
I was dying. The sad
You
part
were
of that
dying.
was when we got to the thing, we had found out a very dear friend had passed away, which was horrible.
It was
But
horrible.
I mean,
yeah.
It was a great day. We shot a deer. I'm dragging it out. Woo! We're having a great time. I get a phone call. My friend's father, a friend, a very good friend, passed away. It just took all the energy out of that. So I don't want to depress us. I just,
No.
As you
it's
just
part
did
of the
now.
day. So
Exactly. As you just did now.
if I didn't mention it, I don't want to suck the energy out of it.
No. I get it. Listen, he was a gentleman, and God bless him and the family and everything. But like I said, at the end of the day, I think all in all, between the properties that were on clubs and leases and stuff like that, I think it was like 7 deer we got total between all the guys.
Yeah, it was a good year.
It was good. It was a very good year. I shot that deer in Maryland.
December. It was also awesome.
Yeah, the late shotgun in Maryland. I shot that doe. Had a lot of deer. I started off my season. I shot a monster in Maryland. To come to find out that I didn't think I hit it. I couldn't find blood. We couldn't find the arrow. And then sometime in the early morning, the deer was crossing the road with a crossbow bolt in his shoulder, and he got hit by a car. It turned out it was a nice 9-pointer. So still trying to contact the gentleman and see if I can get a picture of it. But that started off in November, and that was actually in Maryland. And then my season ended in Maryland. A lot of deer in front of me, but no shooters. And at the end of the day, I shot a nice doe. We had it harvested. We got some hot dogs. We got some stuff made. So that'll be for one of the barbecue game things that we'll have at the house here or up at the camp up in upstate New York.
Buffalo hot dogs or regular hot dogs?
No buffalo hot dogs. No buffalo hot dogs. Well, the joke about the buffalo hot dogs. Yeah, my father had buffalo hot dogs from like I don't know where in the freezer. So I'm like, these are good. Where'd you get these? He goes, oh, I got these from that package. I got, you know.
You know what I said? Oh, they were older than Zach. And he's eating them. They're great. I'm looking at him like, huh?
This was like 2012, and he got them. They were like 2003 from like Omaha Steaks. So like, so you know, the running joke now and everything is buffalo hot dog, buffalo hot dog.
That's it. I said buffalo hot dog. Oh boy.
You know, but deer season was good. We did miss a bunch of guys out, you know, because of COVID. We had some of the guys stay away and stuff like that. Everybody was very you know, a little bugged out to come to deer camp and stuff like that. The initial crew that was there are the guys that we normally have, you know, we're around all the time. So hopefully next year, you know, we'll get out there. We'll do what we got to do. You know, I had a good time deer season. You know, deer season rolled us right into duck season. We had a bunch of things on with duck season.
I think we're getting some clicking from. I think it's Lewis. For some reason.
Yeah, I was just going to
I
type
don't know
that.
why. It feels like it's interference for some reason. I keep going in and out. Now I'm better.
Okay. Yeah, we had some. Yeah. I don't know, a little bit, but we rolled into sideways.
Hey.
My face is.
Oh, there we go. That's better. I think we got to chip in, get Lou better microphone.
We're gonna get him a Yeti, and we're gonna get him a set of these. Listen, Lou. At the end of the day, you're gonna sound like a DJ at a strip club.
Oh no!
Sasha,
I always wanted to be when I grow up.
Yeah, it's good in retirement. What was it? They'll put quarters in your diaper when you're dancing. You're fine.
No quarters in my G-string. Sorry.
You get change. You get change anyway.
You're not gonna be fair.
I don't
They put a quarter in
the roll.
Fella's gonna want change of a quarter.
Just a roll.
Yeah.
Did I get
You're like the good humor guy with the thing for the coins.
Oh boy.
But yeah, we rolled into duck season. We had a slam and day duck hunting. I don't know, Mike, I don't know if you got any pictures of us. That would be the
Yes. I have. I'm gonna just put them up. So.
Yeah, just roll some pictures. We'll walk through them. That was the pheasant hunt I did. The boys took me out. That was a wonderful surprise. The kid took me out. I had lost my my lone companion. We lost our dog Yogi, and that was about 3 weeks later. My son Nick, that's standing next to me, and Chris and Giacomo, they took me out pheasant hunting. They wanted to get me out just to get my mind off the dog. And then lo and behold, the dog that we got to have is very similar to the dog that I lost. So.
Wow.
I was
what's this one? Are these decoys? Is that what
those are decoys? That's when we just came back from the Finger Lakes. We went out in March. We went with Paul and John from Empire Snows, and that was us in the morning. It's my son Nick there. I think that John right behind us. They're working poor John like a slave. That was we put out about 3,500 decoys.
Wow.
It was a great trip. We're gonna, like I said, I'm already booked to go back next year. We're gonna be putting a post up on all our social media accounts. We're gonna be booking their hunts for them on Gather People, as well as you can book outside. That was sunrise from the blind. You know, we were in a lay down blind.
Nice.
It was a beautiful trip. It really was a beautiful trip.
Where was that, Andrew?
That's in the Finger Lakes. That was I forgot the two lakes that we were in between.
You know what? It's called just west of where we are.
Yeah, it's about an hour and 40 minutes from where we are. Yeah.
Not far from the house, Finger Lake.
Yeah. It was a really, really nice thing.
5 miles.
Just it's tough.
There's another one.
It was a very tough hunt. You know, we had a bunch of birds fly over. I pulled the trigger a bunch of times. It's a little difficult for me to shoot, in the position that I was in. But I'm definitely going back again. Had a great time.
We have a couple here in the snow that you sent.
Yeah, that was a pheasant hunt. That was my son. He was chasing a bird in the woods. We came out.
Right.
That's my son again. I think he just took the bird from the dog and stuff. Yeah, it was us. You got the dog running around the background there.
And here's the group shot.
That was the duck hunt. That was our annual duck hunt we do. We took Giacomo. That was my blind, my son Nick, my son Andrew, and Giacomo. My brother Louis was there. My nephew Vincent and our good friend Kevin. And another friend of mine, Andy, with his son Ryan, and another friend of ours, Chris, there. And that was a good day. We slammed them, man. We really had a good time there.
There's another one you sent. I don't know what is this is that a wolf?
That's opening day, New York. That's Gerard and my son Nick was sitting on our stand. You see a little box behind in the background. And my son goes, Dad, he goes, there's a coyote. I was like, where? It was like maybe 15 feet in front of our stand. And, obviously coyote season's open. So they're very bad for for the deer hunting season and for the turkey hunting season. So he had to go.
Wow.
But, it was, like I said, it was a lot of fun. Now we're coming into turkey season. I was out a couple of days ago with some of my friends down in Maryland. I was with my buddy Taylor, and had a great day. A lot of action. I couldn't get birds to break in past like 60 yards, 70 yards. But I had 3 opportunities, just no takers. Crawling on the ground for like 100 yards, 150 yards to try to get it into position. Birds wouldn't come in any closer, and then once they hook up with a hen, with a female, that's it. You're done. It's it. Game is over. They're not going to come to a call when they got the real deal next to them.
Yeah, we got Lewis with the crackling. When I mute him, the crackle goes away. So let me know.
Well, definitely Lewis.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll unmute him and see if it's too annoying.
That fix for next time.
Yeah, we got to get you a headset for that. Do you have a computer, Lou?
Are you on your phone?
He's on his phone.
I have the earbuds. You think that'll help?
You're on your phone or you're on the computer?
Do you want me to put the earbuds in?
Try your earpods. Try your earpods. The AirPods, whatever the hell they are.
They're right here. Yeah.
Gross too.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, we just
hear the dirty music.
Yeah.
Just look at the bottom of you. Why don't you raise your camera so we can look at
we know what time it is.
Oh, okay,
we can see his.
There you go.
That is better.
There you go. So Lou, like when you first came on, we were talking about family recipes, stuff like that. So my favorite recipe, and like I said, I had this written down from when we were going to do the Thanksgiving podcast. One of my favorite recipes Mommy makes is her stuffing, which, like the whole family, it's not traditional stuffing. It's rice with chopped meat. She puts mushrooms in there, all kinds of other stuff. And that's the stuffing that I grew up on, where normal people
Scrambled
have. They have, she put scrambled egg in there and everything.
No raisins?
No raisins. No, we were not from that part of Italy.
Oh,
no raisins in the meatballs. No raisins. Raisins were in,
no pinoli nuts, no raisins, no.
No raisins, no pinoli nuts, no weird stuff like that. But that was one of my favorite things. And then, when I got married to my wife, she was like, "No, our stuffing's bread stuffing." And then, Lewis came up with a really good bread stuffing sometime. A couple of years back that we started making. It was like, and I make it every year now. It's what is that? That's got what, the breakfast sausage you put in there?
It's got breakfast sausage. It's got apple. It has onion. It has celery. I'm trying to think. It has nuts. And we put a little collagen broth and some stuff like that. And we sweat everything in the frying pan, and then we put on top of. I use the Martin's potato bread stuffing, which I like, which is like very absorbent of all liquids, and it stays nice and firm when you cook it.
Yeah, that was good stuff. And the first year you made that was really, really good. I think you put walnuts in there, some craisins, and some other
First year-
stuff. It was
Yeah. Yep. Craisins. That's right. Yeah. The first you made it was in Pennsylvania, House of PA.
yeah. We went to Walmart to get 4 things, and if I can find the picture of the shopping cart, we'll put it up for the next time. We went there for like 5 items. We walked out like $400 later and
Oh my
freaking
God.
did 2 shopping carts.
Yeah.
We were
Yep.
boxes of clays, cases 12 gauge ammo. It's not like a trip to Walmart where you can get your collagen broth and 12 gauge shotgun shells.
Absolutely.
And then, coming off of Easter, the famous, we did Easter this year. We did it on Saturday, which to me, I think we're going to move it to Saturday permanently. My son was in from college and he had to go away Sunday morning. So we did it Easter Saturday. We got the homemade monogorts. My grandmother used to make the crepes, and just making that and baking a couple of days before, baking the homemade fig cookies. I usually make them for Christmas and for Easter. But it's the family recipes that we love, and that's the things that that's what brought this crazy crew together. There's a bunch more guys. They're a little geriatric, so they're gonna have issues with signing up onto the podcast, but we'll get them somehow, somewhere. We'll get them on here, and everybody can beat them. But everything revolves around having a good meal, having good friends. At the end of the day, you sit back and you want to sit back at the table and just reminisce. And it's good to reminisce about the past, and it's good to think about the future and to have some new traditions. I started a tradition 20 years ago. I'm going on my 21st season. We make sauce every Labor Day weekend. I started it with 3 friends, and they do it with their family. And we're up to almost like 40 people. It's like 6 families that make sauce. We're like a well-oiled machine between making, sauce and making fresh pasta, making porchettas, and the hero with the figs and all kinds of stuff in there. Stuff from the garden. Make a vegetable hero with stuff from the garden, everything. So you start some new traditions, and I sit back and I look at it and I see everybody doing something and everybody enjoying themselves. And it was like, it was me and 2 other friends started this when our kids were first born, when my oldest son and their oldest kids were born. And to look at it now, that's my family tradition. Hopefully everybody carries that on. And plus, I think if I stop making jarred sauce, the family will throw me down a flight of steps. But The sauce is good.
And we now can step back and be the supervisor.
Yeah. What's that, Luke?
I had to ask you 4 or 5. I had to ask you 4 or 5 times. We're definitely doing it, right? We're definitely doing it.
Yeah. No, listen, we're always going to be there. We'll always do it. And I had to take the operation from my house here to my house upstate because we couldn't house the people anymore, man. It was getting nuts.
Oh, yeah.
The homemade wine, the sangria.
I'll definitely get tomatoes again from the farms down here. And I took the day off, so I'll be up there from Friday. So whenever you're ready, whatever we need to get, lids, covers, whatever. I've been stockpiling all years. I go to Target and wherever to grab the stuff. So in other words, if someone don't have it, we compensate for them. Don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
We have plenty of stuff. Plus, I think we have extra cases of jars that we left from last year that we didn't even use. We had so many jars.
I don't know. I got to look. We'll take inventory this weekend when Paul and I go up check everything out. So we're going up tomorrow. Our pigs are done from the butcher, so we're going to go pick up the pigs.
Very good.
House. Yeah, so very happy about that.
Oh, so I wanted to reiterate the picture of Gerard before. They had a picture of Gerard next to the quad.
Yes.
Gerard's very, very similar. He looks like the guy in the Bush commercial that goes, "Which year was that?" And the guy goes, "You're kidding, right? That's Gerard."
Wait, you blacked out for a second. Gerard looks like the kid from where?
Did
you say from Bad Santa too?
You know the Bush beer commercial?
No, okay.
You know the Bush, Thurman Merman. You know the Bush beer commercial when the guy goes to, which one sounds better? Bush. It goes like that. That's Gerard. The guy goes, "You serious, right?" He goes, yeah, that's Gerard.
I got to look at that. I'm gonna have to YouTube that video and see.
You know what I'm talking? You'll see it on YouTube. You can find everything. But you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll laugh. It's funny. Where is Frankie?
Frankie had a senior moment. Frankie, I told you, called me up. Are you having a senior moment? You do not remember this conversation from I would say 20-something minutes ago because you were late?
I thought he was going to pop in later on.
He's shooting in his league. He's shooting in his trap league.
Oh, okay.
You know, that he called me to see if I was sleeping at 7:45. So, we'll abuse him this weekend. We're going quad riding. Paul's got a new quad. Paul's got a new ride. So we're going out this weekend.
Did you get yours yet?
I did not get mine yet. Actually, it's not mine. It's my son's.
I know
but
Paul got
I
his.
did not get it yet.
Did you get yours?
I did not get mine yet. It's not mine. It's my son's, and it did not come in yet.
Did you get it though yet, Andrew?
No, I did not. I did not get it. I think he's on 7-second delay. Are you on delay, Lou? I guess so.
I see your mouth move, then I hear the words a couple of minutes later.
Yeah. It's like sitting in the outfield when the guy hits the baseball.
Yeah, no, loose
ball's halfway to you, and then you hear the crack of the bat. Before you know it, you got hit in the face with a baseball.
Andrew, what's this? What's picture? So you sent me this one. What is this?
So that's a family recipe. That is my grandmother's biscotta recipe. We made that for Christmas. Just to get, that was one of the things that I wanted to get into, like as for family recipes and stuff like that. That's one of my favorite things. I used to remember making my grandma Frances. And she would make that. It was like such an easy recipe for me. It's like splitting atoms, but we would make that, like 3 times a month. She would make that, and that was her favorite thing. It's my father's favorite thing. She would take him, she slice them a little extra thick, then she'd lay them flat, and then she put them back on the baking sheet, and she'd bake them a little bit till they got a little crunchy and stuff. Just to get back into like I said, family recipes, they might be gone, but it's, you still got that recipe, here I am, my grandma's long gone, and I'm talking about my grandma Frances tonight. And, it's one simple thing that just, sparked the family, sparked a memory of my youth. And that's why I think I really like cooking. And that's why I like to get involved with teaching people cooking and stuff like that. And if it's teaching, the adult ed program that I teach, or if it's, a bunch of kids that want to learn how to cook and stuff like that, or like a one-pot meal in a campsite, everything comes back to, at the end of the day, when you're sitting there, you can climb a mountain, you could, run the marathon. At the end of the day, you're going to sit down, you're going to have a good meal with people that mean the most to you. And everybody's going to have a little bit of a take on, it could be something simple as macaroni and cheese. Everybody can have a different take on it, so that's my little thing, what keeps me happy with cooking, and why I like to spread my word, and I like to make my little amped up recipes, and just to teach people. You want everybody to experience what I experience in the kitchen, and that's why I guess we created Field to the Fork, amongst many other reasons. My oldest son breaking chops and stuff like that, but we want everybody to have good food. And if we got to do it, one group at a time, we'll get our word around there. Hopefully,
everything's around food. So
yeah, everything is revolved around food. I mean, Mike's got a great podcast. I try to get on there Friday night. Some nights he does Good Times, and it's all like nostalgic stuff. They talk about friends from the neighborhood and stuff, but everything seems to like go back to like some type of food source. So no matter what you talk about, everything comes back that way. So
yeah.
So it makes me happy, I can't speak for many other people, but it makes me happy. I like to be around a lot of close friends, a lot of, family, and, some new things, you got some new people there around you, and people that you call family, so it's all good.
Very true. Very true.
So we're at about 45 minutes. I think we're good, but I'd like to come back. We'll circle back in probably 2 weeks. We got a couple of recipes we're going to throw out there. We're going to probably see if we can grab a morning of turkey hunting Sunday. So hopefully we'll be successful. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not. But if I got some turkey, we're going to throw some turkey tacos out there. I got a really nice recipe that I've been playing with. So hopefully we got that. We'll have a video for that in the next 2 weeks and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Again,
I don't know.
go over the sponsors again real quick, Andrew. I don't.
Well, let's say Matthew's Custom Calls. Lou, you want to address that one? Because I already addressed it.
Matthew's Custom Calls, greatest calls in the Northeast. He makes all kinds of good stuff, and he is our cousin. On top of that, good shout out to cousin Matt. Empire State Snows.
Paul and John, two good kids. We know the father long time. They are very aggressive when it comes to waterfowl hunting. They will go to no end to get you to pull the trigger. Very, very happy to hunt with these young kids.
Nice. And
Black Hound Optics.
Black Hound Optics.
Okay, Rain Man. Our first sponsor, very grateful to them for believing in us. So thank you, Black Hound Optics. Go ahead, Lou. Foul Cup Coffee.
Foul cup of coffee. Not foul tasting, just foul cup of coffee. You hired me for my humor, not my good looks.
Oh, God. If anybody's seen the episode of The Odd Couple when Oscar had to do the shaving commercial, what was it, Deacon Jones?
Deacon Jones. Yeah.
That's Lewis. That's Lewis right there. Shaving cream.
Yeah. This is Oscar Madison.
Yeah. I don't know if you could say that. I don't know if that's copyright or anything like that, but who cares?
I don't know.
What's the worst thing to throw us off?
They get $3 and they'll be happy as hell. You gotta have the old quad. Fight out the Bob.
Yeah, exactly.
But this was a pretty cool time, and I appreciate you guys having us.
Yeah. Hey, listen, like I said, it was long overdue. We were trying to get out there a couple times, but we kept getting some snags, in the schedule and everything. And like I said, we're blessed that everybody that's close around us is healthy. I'm going to say that a bunch of times. I'm just happy that everybody's still here. COVID hit hard. It hit my household and everything. So to have everybody still here is a blessing. So, and that's it. All right, guys. Well,
thank God.
Exactly. So hopefully we'll have some pictures of our turkey hunt from this weekend, and we'll see what's going on. We got a clay shoot coming up. Paul and I do some fundraising for a clay shoot coming up on Long Island. So we'll post some pictures of that. And we came in first. We were top shooters first year, and then last year we had a new person on the team, kind of killed us. We made second place, but he was freaking horrible. Oh God! Yeah, Dave was on our team, Lou.
Who was on your team?
Dave was on our team.
Dave?
No, no, David.
Oh, David. It's Bob Heineman
Professor.
saying something. I got a call from the butcher. The pigs are ready. He must be on 20-minute delay.
Yeah.
Oh, that Dave.
All
Okay,
right.
I thought you meant this Dave.
No, he killed us last year. He was freaking horrible.
Dave, if you're out there, hi.
But yeah, Dave was horrible. He brought our average down low. No clay shooting for him. We'll bring him. He could be on somebody else's team.
Well,
Yes,
There you go.
time to trade Dave.
Yes.
If you guys are here for the third week of May, Nicholas said he was going to come with speed on steel with me. Maybe we'll have a couple of pictures for you for the next one.
Yeah, that'll be fine. That weekend, actually, I'm going. I'm shooting. I'm shooting in a clay tournament up in New Paltz. So, Paul, if you're, what did he say? Are we speaking code? No. Paul, if you're, I got to see if there's a spot. I got invited, but if there's another, I asked for another spot. So if you're available, I'll let you know the dates. Actually, I'll let you know tomorrow if there's another spot. But it's I don't know what it is. It's charity clay shoot. Today at ammo at a premium. You go to these clay shoots. It's like an
Just
extra
for the ammo.
yeah, exactly. It's an extra $60 more to shoot because of the freaking ammo.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that
You have
bounces.
You have to buy the ammo from them at a lot of those things.
Well, they
You could do
supply
that.
it.
But you know what? Being thankful when you go to some of those places that they have ammo, even if it's $10 more box or whatever. If you're gonna be able to go, I mean, you really can't complain.
No.
I'm being honest when I say that.
I was down in Maryland,
The
where we shoot
supply
out of
is
Maryland.
low in some places.
Yeah, they sold out a 20 gauge. They got she said it was a 6-week back order on 20 gauge ammo.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and there's a new company in the market making 12 gauge. It's an Italian company. It was a black box. They had them there. She said it was really good ammo, the girl. They would only sell you, if you're shooting a course, that's the only, you can only buy, what you're shooting.
Right. You can't buy the takeaway. It's only for what you use on that day. Right.
That day. Exactly.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah. Well, it's for customers and stuff, so, which was nice to see. I mean, it seems like 12 gauge and like 28 gauge and 410, although like what you can find. 20 is like can't even be found anywhere. So
the ones you can find right now are there's a lot of 12 and there's a lot of 28. Well, I don't know who uses 28, but I mean, I saw a lot of 28 available. It was expensive, but it was available.
Yeah. Well, the smaller gauges are always more expensive. I don't know why. So 16, you can't find 16 to save your life. 16 is like I haven't seen 16 in the store before the ammo shortage. So
yeah, I was in Dixon, Pennsylvania about 2 weeks ago. All they had was 28 gauge, 4 boxes. That's all.
That's what I'm saying. 28 gauge.
Where were you, Mike? Where were you on one in Dixon City?
No, it was near the Poconos, around the Poconos. Okay. I'm not sure. 611 is the road.
Okay.
Yeah, not sure what town.
It's amazing.
Go that way.
Yeah. Yep. But I figured, from there, I might as well look, but nothing.
Yeah, I'm finding in like the rural areas, of Pennsylvania, where we are upstate New York, it's a lot of the stores, they don't even want to buy it because they feel that the customers don't want to spend that extra money, but there's a bunch of stores on Long Island I go to, they got plenty of ammo. You just got to pay for it. If you're willing to pay the premium, the average box of ammo, we were buying 22s. We were talking about this last night. We would buy a brick of 22s 30 years ago. We would buy we'd buy a brick of ammos for like $19.99, and then as that 22 shortage was in,
$29 was a lot of money.
Yeah, and then that ammo shortage a bunch of years back, it brought everything up to like $50, and then everybody was used to paying that $50 for a brick of ammo, and now today, I'm getting emails from certain gun shops that they got a sale and they got a brick of 22s on sale for $165.
Wow.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yep.
So I hope that's not going to be the new norm, but I know there was a lot of Americans when the pandemic started that became, first time new gun owners. So from the podcast and a lot of stuff I've been reading, what they're saying is that they just got to make up with supply and demand. And then with factories, everybody working at 30 to 40% capacity and a lot of stuff being produced overseas, it's like we're in a perfect little storm.
The raw goods is a big problem for the shortage too, like copper, lead, certain things like that come from overseas, which they're not being able to ship right now. Also made part of the problem, with it go up. But on either Midway or I don't know if it was cheap, and one of those sites I get, alerts all the time, like emails, and I saw 300 Savage, which is an oddball caliber in my opinion, $49 a box. $49 for 20 shells? That's a lot of money.
Wow.
You would think.
Yeah, what was that ammo yielding prior to this? Certainly, that 300 Winchester, 300 short Magnum. I mean, you're looking at almost $70 a box 5 years ago when the guns were coming out on the market. Those 270 Winchester short Magnums.
Those are higher end calibers for specialty rifles. 300 Savage was like a 243 type caliber. It's a smaller caliber. I
understand that. You got to look at it. What was it pre-pandemic, because a lot of calibers that are not produced, they don't mass produce, like your 30-06, your 308, and your stuff like that, 7mm. They're expensive. You know, if a lot of them smaller calibers and not popular calibers are always been expensive. I mean, today, by any standards, a box of Winchester 308, I just saw in a store the other day, $39.99. I mean, you know, it's $1 a round. I remember
That's about normal.
That's about normal. I remember we were paying 35 cents a round, 40 cents a round. But the new norm is what it is.
Oh,
you know?
Philly's wife. Wow.
So
it's expensive.
Yep.
It's expensive, but I think we've been running for about an hour. So I'd like to thank everybody for signing on tonight. I appreciate everybody signing on. We're going to have a bunch more podcasts coming. We got a lot more recipes that we're going to show you guys. We're going to be open for question and answers. Anybody wants to call in, you're more than welcome to call in. We're going to take some questions, some calls and stuff. That's it. We'll see you guys real soon. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully we connect this weekend. Hopefully we get a little, we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do a late TV riding, but Sunday morning, we're going to try to get out on a piece of property by the house, and we'll see if we can call some birds in. We'll see if we can knock something down. We need some turkey meat for some turkey carnitas. So
Yep.
Nice.
I would say hopefully next podcast, Lou, you'll be on time. Maybe we'll get maybe we'll get you a microphone and a set of headphones, and then hopefully we can see what Frankie's major malfunction is.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Good night, everybody.
All right,
Good night, everybody. Thank you for signing in.
Good night, everybody.